Yo, what's good? What's good? Hit that thumbs up button, man. Hit the like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. So, Martin Luther King Day, happy Martin Luther King Day. So, I spent my Martin Luther King Day morning off watching this movie, One Night in Miami. When I first seen like the preview, not the preview, but like just the picture and the title, I'm thinking, okay, this is like some retro one party in Miami type of thing. Like I don't know, like the Black Hangover or some shit like that. But nah, that wasn't the case. This was the story of the one night in Miami that took place in late February 1964 after Sonny Liston and Muhammad Ali fight, well, the Cassius Clay fight they called him still, and Malcolm X, for people who didn't know, ran in the same circles with Sam Cooke, Muhammad Ali, and Jim Brown. But this is like the fictional tale of what might have been on behind closed doors that one night in Miami, the night of the fight. And Malcolm X had everybody in the hotel room. He wanted to kind of, get some things off his chest and whatnot. And it's good. I mean, Regina King produced it. She directed it. She just won an Oscar about a year ago. This was her, I think, her debut. Pretty good. The cast was straight. These guys, even though they might not necessarily look like these four legends, the voices are down pat. Dude Leslie Odom Jr., who played Sam Cooke, he probably did the best role. Um, uh, Aldous, I don't want to mess up these names. Aldous Hodge, he did Jim Brown. He did a pretty good role. Kingsley Benedict, I don't want to butcher his name. He did Malcolm X. Now, let me say, I salute him for doing that because it's almost like a double against you because you're acting and you're trying to recreate a legend in Malcolm X and on cinema, but then you also got people that's gonna be like, man, Denzel. Now, does he make you forget that he's acting? No, that's what Denzel did in Malcolm X, but he still did a pretty good job, and they made him look like he was similar to Malcolm X. He looked like him, and he sounded like him, and that's all that mattered. And the same dude, Ali Gorge, he played Cassius Clay. Muhammad Ali doesn't look like Muhammad Ali, sound just like him. Had the mannerisms and everything on pack. So I thought the casting was pretty good. So like I say, they're in this hotel room, guarded by Malcolm's people. Malcolm is kind of on edge because he's having all four of these guys at the moment in 1964 or in like transitional periods of their life. So Malcolm, for example, is on edge because he's got issues with Nation of Islam, and he's kind of like counting his last days. You know what I mean? So he's transitioning out of Nation of Islam while Muhammad Ali is not even Muhammad Ali yet. He's Cassius Clay. He just beat Sonny Liston. And he is about to announce the day after the fight that he is now going to be called Muhammad Ali. So he's transitioning in to the Nation of Islam while Malcolm's on his way out. And when Malcolm told him it was almost a fight, it almost came to blows. He was like, "You mean to tell me after all the studying I done did all this stuff with you, you gonna let it?" And then they go at it. And then there was also great dialogue between Sam Cooke and Malcolm X. And Sam Cooke, and like I said, I had to educate myself on Sam Cooke about a year ago watching this doc on Netflix. I didn't know much about Sam Cooke, but now that I've learned, with this movie, I would anyone who watches this movie, you should learn about these men as much as you possibly can before you watch it. Everything makes more sense. But Sam Cooke was kind of on the fence at his point in his career, where he was a big hit around white people, but he would switch up his whole entire routine and sound when he would perform in front of black people. And Malcolm called him on it, like, "Yo, man, you know, you doing all this for these white people. Do yourself, be you." And he played this Bob Dylan record, and it pissed off Sam so much he walked out the room and hit the street because he was like, "This man is being more relatable in his music that relates more to our struggle than the music that you putting out here for these white people," and it pissed him off. And then Jim Brown, played by, like I say, the Aldous Hodge dude, he sat down Malcolm, and they had some good dialogue also where he was talking about, he said, man, Jim Brown was telling him, and now Jim Brown, his dilemma or his transition is, at that point, is he's like NFL MVP, face of black NFL. People talk about the NFL being around 100 years. They don't talk about the first 50 years when niggas couldn't play. But Jim Brown is like the league MVP, and he is like he definitely understands his position. He understands what white people really think of him. He says that in the movie, and he's trying to become an actor. He's on his way to retiring and transitioning into Hollywood. And he sat down Malcolm and was like, you know, I don't get how you light skinned, fair skinned brothers are so militant. He started naming like Douglas and all these other light skinned brothers historically that have been like rebels, you know, rebellious leaders. And Malcolm was like, I don't see, complexion, Jim. And he was like, you know, it's almost like you light skinned brothers, y'all had two fights. Y'all got to fight against y'all own people almost more than you got to go against the white man. I said, damn, that is true. It's true, man. You got to go against some of the insecurities of your own people because you lighter than them because of social engineering, you know, racism. It is mentally fucked black folks and because they separated us by complexion. So you got that own battle with your own people. Then you got to battle, you know, whitey out here. So it's a lot of good dialogue in this. And like I say, it's fictional based. No one knows what truly happened and, you know, behind the scenes with those four brothers. You know, Regina King and her team put it together, and I don't mind if you're gonna do something with legends and make it fictional based, but just don't compromise their legacy and have us questioning a bunch of shit. And that's what the problem I had with the Harriet Tubman movie. The girl just completely tarnished not only Harriet's legacy, but just slavery in general. You got a black slave catcher running around out there called Bookham, whatever the hell his name was. You know what I mean? If you're gonna touch movies and films on our legends and heroes, at least don't compromise it. If you want to add in some little fictional glitter and sparkle on it and add your little 100, go ahead. Just don't compromise their legacy with some bullshit. And I applaud Regina King for doing that, because they didn't do that. You know what I mean? Everything was well written, well produced, well acted. It's all in one night, obviously. The movie's an hour, almost 2 hours long, but the movie goes by quick. And that's how you know you're watching something good, when a movie is on for almost 2 hours and you like, damn, it's over already. You know, that it was good. I give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I liked it. It's on Amazon Prime. I didn't even know I had Amazon Prime, so I was just lucky I had the opportunity to watch it. I was like, all right, let me check this out. So yeah, One Night in Miami. I give it 3.5 stars out of 5. Let me know what y'all think if y'all watched it. Who y'all thought did the best role out of all of the actors. I think dude who played Sam Cooke pretty much stole the show. But the brother who did Malcolm did a pretty good job also. Let me know what y'all think. Hit that likes button, all that good shit. I'm out.